For the COCs of the People's Republic of China for both President and Vice President, there are no discrepancies. The COCs are authentic and regular.
Thank you very much, dear colleague. There being no other observations, manifestations, or objections, the chair directs the certificate of canvass from the votes in the People's Republic of China to be included in the canvass and asks Secretary and Secretary General to read the results.
Certificate of canvass for People's Republic of China for President Abella, votes garnered 29-29, De Guzman 15-15, Domagoso 2,288, 2288, Gonzales 36-36, Lacson 372-372, Mangondato 6, Marcos 58,160, 58160, Montemayor 43-43, Pacquiao 648-648, Robredo 9,059, 9059.
People's Republic of China, Vice President, Atienza, 54-54, Bello, 13-13, David, 8, Duterte, 58,478, 58478, Lopez, 6, Ong, 3,365, 3365, Pangilinan, 6,875, 6875, Serapio, 7, Soto, 1,583, 1583.
Canvass, the recently concluded at 4 a.m. oath to administer the oath to the election officer of Lanao. We now have printed copies of the Vibird Provincial Certificate of Canvass for both the President and the Vice President. And we shall now call on our election supervisor via Zoom. And if the officer is online, Attorney Joyce Moran.
Yes, good afternoon. I am Attorney Joyce Moran, the Provincial Election Supervisor of Lanao del Sur.
Yes, you are recognized. The section will administer the oath.
Dan, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes, I swear to tell the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth in these joint committee proceedings of the House of Representatives and the Senate of the Philippines?
Yes, I swear to tell the truth.
Please state your name and other personal circumstances.
I am Attorney Joyce Moran. I am the Provincial Election Supervisor of Lanao del Sur.
Thank you, Attorney Moran. You may put down your hand. And we now have us right now. Yes, Attorney Moran, you may put down your right hand. The oath is done. We have with us copies of what was Viber to our Secretariat, the Provincial District Certificate of Canvass for the May 9, 2022 national elections for Lanao del Sur for the presidential candidate. And we have that you had Vibered, and to the signature and the thumb mark placed on the second page for the vice presidential, and on the third page of the presidential COC.
Yes, I attest to the authentication of the authenticity rather of the certificate of canvass for president sent through Viber, and as also to the signatures and the thumb marks on the third page of the COC for president, and authenticity of the COC for vice president, as well as the signatures and the thumb mark placed on the second page of the COC for vice president.
We will now direct our SecGen, our Senate Secretary, and our panel, no, to examine the same and to determine the due execution, authenticity, and the regularity of the COCs.
Yes, Mr. Chair, the electronic copy of the COC from Lanao del Sur and the Viber copy have no discrepancies, Mr. Chair.
Since there are no objections to the documents' authenticity, its due execution, and regularity, we now hereby direct that the canvas of the Lanao del Sur elections for the President and Vice President be included in the canvas, and that the SecGen and Secretary General and the Senate Secretary read the results.
Certificate of canvass for Lanao del Sur. For President, Abella, votes garnered 810, 810. De Guzman, 525, 525. Dumagoso, 29,880, 29880. Gonzales, 836, 836. Lacson, 1,759, 1759. Mangondato, 180,131, 180,131. Marcos, 145,155, 145,155. Montemayor, 374, 374. Pacquiao, 7,057, 7057. Robredo, 126,326, 126,326.
Province of Lanao, for Vice President, Atienza, 2,845, 2845. Bello, 946, 946. David, 448, 448. Duterte, 341,258, 341,258. Lopez, 1,505, 1505. Ong, 27,928, 27928. Pangilinan, 53,958, 53958. Serapio, 1,976, 1976. Soto, 28,104, 28104.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, we shall direct our Secretary General and our Senate Secretary to call the election supervisors, officers of the deferred canvass of Pampanga, Surigao del Sur, Sultan Kudarat. The SecGen will be directed to administer the oath so that they can attest and to
36.
attest to the veracity and the due authenticity of the COCs in question that were deferred yesterday for the lack of the physical presence of the same in the ballot boxes. Please cause the presentation of the three election officers to take their oath, calling the election officer of Pampanga, Attorney Rama, Surigao Sur, Attorney April, and Sultan Kudarat. April din.
Miguel April,
Pwede lang, sir.
baka related to Mayor Miguel of Coronado.
Tama, tama.
The humor, mga statements.
Sino missing?
Panga siya
Pampanga.
sa ano ka, di ba? Tan Kudarat.
Pampanga muna po siguro. Okay.
Tanaw.
Tanaw tong...
Yes.
Nakakanvas na. Ask them to trust. Thank you very much. Your Honors, we appreciate the efforts of our provincial election supervisors who came all the way from different provinces to come and deliver the original COCs that was supposed to be delivered by ballot box to the Senate. May have the list of the names? May we ask the provincial election supervisor of Pampanga to just put on record
Rama, the provincial election supervisor of the province of Pampanga, and I already submitted the original copy of the COC for the President and the Vice President, Your Honor.
Thank you. For the record, please.
That's for the record, Your Honor.
Do you want to still the record? Not going to ask. I think our job today is just to deliver the COCs as they had given sufficient explanation during the video conference last night. Right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So thank you.
Maayong buntag. Good morning to everyone. And Vice President for the province of Sultan Kudarat, Your Honor, for the record.
Thank you very much for It's Inside the Bond. Salamat, ma'am. We are just missing one from Surigao del Sur, after which we'll proceed with Mandaluyong so that we can already canvass the city of Mandaluyong. Okay, we'll give him a few minutes. Papasok na daw.
Mandaluyong is here now also.
And the guy from Surigao del Sur. Dala din niya. Ah, it's a lady. Ayan.
Dito na.
You have to confirm na talagang nandiyan. Yes.
Sabi ni Kong.
Being escorted, may we recognize the Provincial Election Supervisor of Surigao del Sur, Attorney April Joy Balano.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Mr. Chairperson, good afternoon.
Yes, you just like to state for the record your name and the reason why you had come here this morning.
Yes, my name is Attorney April Joy Balano. And for the record, I come here this morning to physically deliver the authentic copy of the Provincial Certificate of Canvass for President and Vice President for the province of Surigao del Sur.
We thank you for that, ma'am. And now we'd like to direct the Secretariat to open as well the ballot boxes of both Surigao del Sur and Sultan Kudarat to affirm that indeed the original COCs are within the ballot box. Sana naman nandiyan na po si COCs. But again, we thank you, ma'am.
Thank you also, Your Honor.
I understand.
Your Honor, for the kindest understanding.
Thank you very much. Okay?
The section is directed to open the Surigao del Sur ballot box for the examination by the Senate Secretary, SecGen, and the panel.
Before us is the ballot box from the province of Surigao del Sur. And we are opening it and inspecting the contents. It has a brown envelope containing the
Na-canvas naman.
certificate of canvass for the province of Surigao del Sur for the position of president.
Yes, for the record, ladies and gentlemen, we had already canvassed these provinces, so we just want to ascertain that these are authentic documents, copies of the COCs.
Could we ask our election officer to look at the document and to see that the thumb mark is hers and that the signature is hers? So she can attest to the authenticity of the document.
Your Honors, the signature appearing above my name is my signature as well as the right thumb mark, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And for Vice President also, Your Honor, on the third page above my name is my signature as well as the right thumb mark, Your Honor.
National Board of Canvassers. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am April. We'd like to also open the ballot box and direct Secretary to open the ballot box of Sultan Kudarat. And maybe we could ask also the election officer of Sultan Kudarat to ascertain the authenticity of these documents. Please proceed, Sultan Kudarat. Pampanga din. Hindi mo sa kanila yung Pampanga.
And before us here is now the ballot box from the province of Sultan Kudarat. And it contains an envelope with the certificates of canvass for president and vice president.
Dito mo na basta.
Next one, Vice President. Next.
Tatanong na yung signature ng boss ko siya talaga.
Okay. We have the affirmative reaction from both the provincial election supervisor and our colleagues, members of the National Board of Canvassers. Therefore, maraming salamat po, ma'am. Thank you. So it is now.
Thumbprint and signature.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, the thumbprint and the signature appearing and my thumb mark.
Thank you, ma'am. Therefore, it's deemed submitted. That's for the president and vice president, just ascertain both.
For the COC of Vice President, the thumb mark and the signature appearing on the certificate is my signature and thumb mark, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Attorney. So with that, it is deemed submitted to the committee, to the National Board of Canvassers, the documents coming from Sultan Kudarat, COCs. We will proceed now with the province of Pampanga. We will present the COCs to the provincial election supervisor to ascertain the authenticity of the signatures and thumb marks. Kanyo na po.
with the ballot.
Your Honor, I confirm that the signature appearing on the COC for the President in the province of Pampanga, as well as the thumbprint appearing thereon, is my signature and thumbprint, Your Honor. And for the COC of the Vice President for the province of Pampanga, the signature and thumbprint appearing thereon are my signature and thumbprint, Your Honor.
Thank you very much to the Provincial
sir.
Election Supervisor.
Thank you, sir.
Therefore, the documents, the COCs from Pampanga deemed submitted to the committee to the National Board of Canvassers. Let's proceed with the City of Mandaluyong. May you state for the record, ma'am, your name and the reason why you had come to today present yourself to the National Board of Canvassers.
Mr. Chairman, we will also call the Secretariat to recall the ballot box of Mandaluyong City for the certificate canvas that were manually transmitted to be verified as well.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Attorney Juliet Villar, the Election Officer of Mandaluyong City, and at the same time, the Chairman of the City Board of Canvassers of Mandaluyong City in connection with the May 9, 2022 national and local elections, Your Honor. Your Honor, I recall we submitted the COCs for the intended for the PICC and intended for the Congress on the night of May 12, 2022. However, I noticed that my staff just placed it. It was during the transfer from the ordinary carton box to the respective yellow ballot boxes that the COC for the President and Vice President might have been included in the yellow box for the PICC, where the COCs for the senators and the party list are being canvassed, Your Honor. It is for this reason that the ballot box intended for this joint committee, we inadvertently not included the COC for the President and the Vice President. So we submitted this morning, Your Honor, the COCs to the receiving committee for the President and the Vice President, Your Honor.
So we understand, as mentioned earlier by your superior, that you are in a lot of stress at that particular
Yes, Your
point in
Honor.
time, for obvious reasons. No, I'm sure you're being badgered by every candidate to make
Yes,
sure
Your
that there's
Honor.
transparency in the count. However, let's try not to make these mistakes again.
Yes, Your Honor. We
because it
apologize
delays,
for the mistake, Your
It
Honor.
delays the canvassing for very important, well, of course, position of the country, which is the President and Vice President.
Yes, Your Honor.
So hopefully this doesn't happen again.
Yes,
so,
Your Honor.
yes, please proceed.
Yes. This is in my own handwriting, Vice President, through the Honorable Senate. Greetings. Respectfully submitted, the COC, or Certificate of Canvass, for President and Vice President for Mandaluyong City in connection with the May 9, 2022 national and local elections. May 25, 2022, signed Attorney Juliet Villar, Election Officer and Chairman for BOC Mandaluyong City.
Ma'am, may we just ascertain the authenticity of the document that you had submitted
Yes, Your Honor.
for the record so that we can proceed with the canvassing of votes for Mandaluyong?
President.
Yes, I attest, Your Honor, that the name and the thumbprint appearing on this document, the COCs for President, are our signatures, Your Honor. We signed it on the night of May 11, 2022, Your Honor. And we signed and authenticated and thumb marked all the COCs in the canvassing center, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, ma'am. For the Vice Presidential COCs.
For the Vice President, Your Honors, the same manifestation, we attest that the names, the signatures, and the thumb marks appearing thereon are the signatures and the thumb marks of the BOC of Mandaluyong, and we signed it on the evening of May 11, 2022, Your Honors, in the canvassing center, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So, Your Honor, my co-chair, we may proceed.
You may proceed with the canvass.
Maraming salamat po, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
for
you
coming.
po. Yeah.
Basahin na namin.
So reminders na lang for our friends in Comelec. Ma'am, yung province of Sulu, City of Manila,
Electronic.
Taguig Pateros, and Cagayan de Oro City.
Comparing.
Reminder lang yun sa kanila.
Mr. Chair, the COCs from the City of Mandaluyong have no discrepancies for President, Vice President. The COCs are regular and authentic.
Thank you very much, my dear colleague. With no other observation, manifestation, or objections, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for the City of Mandaluyong be included in the canvass. We ask the Secretary General and the Secretary to read the results.
Certificate of canvass for the City of Mandaluyong. For President, Abella votes garnered 153,153. De Guzman 323,323. Dumagoso 7,998, 7,998. Gonzales 218,218. Lacson 4,574, 4,574. Mangundato 95,95. Marcos 101,625, 101,625. Montemayor 112, 112. Pacquiao 2,479, 2,479. Robredo 64,654, 64.
98448. Lopez 105, 105. Ong 11,767, 11767. Pangilinan 44,537, 44537. Serapio 96, 96. Soto 25,595, 25595.
Colleagues, we have online the election supervisor for the City of Manila and for Cagayan de Oro City. For the City of Manila, maybe request us the COMELEC, baka pwede nilang na physically bring to Manila naman po yan eh. There should be no reason why they cannot bring it here. It's only Metro Manila. And we can await the election supervisor to come within the hour, if possible, barring no traffic. But one of our provinces, the COCs in his possession, so that we may canvass them, and with the explicit instruction that he sent. So how long will that take, sir? Within manually count.
To already Papua New Guinea, Austria, Netherlands, Russia, canvas of the manually delivered. We direct the Secretary to bring to the table for the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box of Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
OAV yan.
OAV.
Yes, and just pending Sulu, the COCs of Sulu, of Manila, and we need the election officer to ascertain that the results of that we have with us for Taguig and Pateros, Taguig City and Pateros, and of course Cagayan de Oro City. So yun po. I hope they took note of that. Yun na lang ang kulang natin. Now we proceed with the
OAV.
the areas mentioned by our distinguished colleague. First, that these are combined. Yes, to take his own. Ang document.
Okay. Yes.
CR dito na sila. Let's ask the Alco.
As we are awaiting the canvas of the OAV, we will also now direct the secretariat now to open the ballot boxes and to also cause the opening of the diplomatic pouches which contain the COCs in order for expediency and to save the time of our Senate Secretary and SecGen. Myra, kami tulog din. Sorry. Siya nagbibitit ng palo. We will remind the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary, as well as the joint panels, that now that we are about to canvass the manually delivered COCs, the joint committee shall satisfy itself that the printed COC containing the special diplomatic electoral pouch physically delivered and addressed to the President of the Senate for the OAV was duly executed, signed, and thumb marked by the chairpersons for the President and Vice President and their corresponding votes in words and in figures, and that there exists for President and Vice President in words and in figures. Please be guided accordingly.
Okay. So we are now
Please open Cambodia for the
0460. Two packets of documents. Yan.
Electronically.
ano, iba-iba.
Mr. Chair,
upon inspection of the certificate of canvass of votes for Cambodia, it appears that the signatures in the COC and the specimen signatures are the same, and there are no erasures in the votes in words, no erasures in the number of votes in figures. So everything is regular, Mr. Chair.
Our esteemed colleague, thank you, and that we direct that the certificate of canvass for Phnom Penh, Cambodia be included in the canvass, and the Senate Secretary, SecGen, be directed to read the results.
Certificate of canvass from Cambodia. For President, Abel, 64. 64. Gonzales, 2. Lacson, 37.37. Mangundato, 0. Marcos, 1,370. 1370. Montemayor, 0. 124. 424.
Certificate of canvass from Cambodia. For Vice President, Atienza, 4. Bello, 4. David, 0. Duterte, 1,004. Pangilinan, 340. 340. Serapio, 0. Soto, 78.
Thank you. We now direct the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box of Hanoi, Vietnam.
We are now proceeding with the opening of the ballot box from Vietnam. Inside is an envelope with paper seal number 0760123, signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Double check. Chairperson, signature, same. Vice Chair, same. Member Secretary, the same. Number of votes in words, no erasure. Number of votes in figures. Okay. Mr. Chair, upon comparison for the certificate of canvass of votes from Vietnam, it appears that the signatures in the COC and in the specimen signatures are the same, and there are no erasures in the number of votes in words and the number of votes in figures. Everything's regular, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, my honored colleague. Inasmuch as there are no objections or discrepancies on the documents presented, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for Hanoi, Vietnam be included in the canvass, and the Senate Secretary General be directed to read the results.
Certificate of vote for Vietnam. For President, Abella. Number of votes, 3. De Guzman, 3. Dumagoso, 33. Gonzales, 3. Lacson, 19. Mangundato, 1. Marcos, 643. Montemayor, 0. Pacquiao, 12.
Certificate of Canvass for Hanoi, Vietnam. For Vice President, Atienza, 2. Bello, 7. David, 0. Duterte, 679, 679. Lopez, 0. Ong, 50, 50. Pangilinan, 247, 247. Serapio, 0. Soto, 27, 27.
The Senate Secretary and the Secretary General are hereby directed to open the ballot box from Aman Jordan.
Opening now the ballot box from Jordan. Inside is a brown envelope with paper seal, 2 envelopes with paper seal. The first one has paper seal number 0389429, signed by the chairperson and board members, and paper seal number 0389432, signed by the chairperson and board members.
Manual din, no?
Pero naka-form sila ng ganito, no? Paris ng kanina na ano. Iba. Tawag ko funding electronic.
Wala naman po.
So, ano po, signature.
Chair, Vice Chair, Secretary, check. Vice Chair, Member, Secretary, check. Okay?
This is manual.
Manually counted.
The manually counted COC from the Kingdom of Jordan, the signatures of the chairman, the vice chair, and the secretary of the Special Board of Canvassers are all the same and authentic. No discrepancies noted.
Due to my colleagues' observations that there are no discrepancies and due execution and authenticity of the documents therein are in order, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for
1. De Guzman, 0. Dumagoso, 85. Gonzales, 0. Lacson, 11. Mangondato, 8. Marcos, 1,952, 1952. Montemayor, 0. Pacquiao, 11. Robredo, 241, 241.
Certificate of Canvass from the Kingdom of Jordan for Vice President Atienza, 3. Bello, 0. David, 0. Duterte, 2015-2015. Lopez, 1. Ong, 80. Pangilinan, 139. Serapio, 1. Soto, 54.
the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary are hereby directed to open the ballot box from Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, and to canvass the same.
Opening now the ballot box from Papua New Guinea. Inside is a brown envelope with paper seal number 0829428, signed by the chairperson and members of the board. The document has a paper seal number SN 0829427, signed by the chairperson and members as well. Kasi uwi ka lang po ito, tsaka ako.
Port Morse dito. Yun na. Papanagin. Okay. Chair. Same signature. Check. Vice Chair. So. Member Secretary. This one chair. Same signature. Yes. Erasures. In words. Meron? Wala. Oh. Alright. In figures. Yeah.
Mr. Chair, upon perusal of the certificate of canvass of the Papua New Guinea, it has been observed that the printed COC has been duly executed, signed, and thumb marked by the corresponding officers. That the physically delivered COC contains the names of the candidates for president, vice president, and that the votes correspond, the number of votes in numbers and in words corresponds, and there is no discrepancy in such a number of votes, Mr. Chair. Hence, the execution is regular and duly executed, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
The chair hears no objections and no discrepancies. So the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for Papua New Guinea be included in the canvass, and the Senate Secretary and Secretary General be directed to read the results.
Certificate of canvass for Papua New Guinea for President. Abella, 1. De Guzman, 1. Domagoso, 53.53. Gonzales, 0. Lacson, 33.33. Mangundato, 0. Marcos, 844.844. Montemayor, 2. Pacquiao, 16.16. Robredo, 389.389.
Certificate of canvass from Papua New Guinea for Vice President. Atienza, 1. Bello, 0. David, 0. Duterte, 895. Lopez, 1. Ong, 105. Pangilinan, 276. Serapio, 0. Soto, 64.
The Senate Secretary and the Secretary General are hereby directed to open the ballot box of Vienna, Austria, and to canvass the same.
Opening now the ballot box for Vienna, Austria. Inside is an envelope with paper seal number 0829239, signed by the chairperson. The document has paper seal number 0829231.
Mr. Chairman, upon perusal of the certificate of canvass of votes of Vienna, Austria, the printed COC contained in the special diplomatic electoral pouch, physically delivered and addressed to the President of the Senate, members of the SBOC, for OAV was duly executed, signed, and thumb marked by the chairpersons and members. And the physically delivered COC contains the names of all the candidates and for president, vice president, and their corresponding votes in words and figures. And there exists no discrepancy between the figures in words and in figures, Mr. Chair.
Noting my colleagues' positive observations and her manifestations of the regularity of the documents, the chair directs the certificate of canvass of Vienna, Austria to be included in the canvass and that the Senate Secretary and SecGen be directed to read the results.
Canvass, certificate of canvass for Austria. For President, Abella, votes garnered 2. De Guzman, 1. Domagoso, 75.75. Gonzales, 1. Lacson, 28.28. Mangundato, 0. Marcos, 774.774. Montemayor, 1. Pacquiao, 8. Robredo, 391.
Certificate of canvass for Vice President, Atienza, 3. Bello, 5. David, 1. Duterte, 808. Lopez, 1. Ong, 88. Pangilinan, 325. Serapio, 1. Soto, 58.
The SecGen and the Senate Secretary